What's up, everybody? How's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be starting a new series that I'm really excited to produce, and we're going to be doing an overview of currency. I recently got a pretty cool currency collection in, and it had a lot of red seals and stuff like that, so that's going to be the topic of today's video. We're going to be covering the $5 red seal United States notes. We've got one of each, so I'll just give a quick peek at what we're looking at. We have a 1963, we have a 1953, and the oldest we get is the 1928. So we're going to be going to a PowerPoint presentation, and I'll be giving the values. We're going to be talking about the values for circulated notes, uncirculated notes, star notes, uncirculated star notes, and anything else that comes to mind, and how they'll differ by series. So I look forward to giving the presentation, and I'll see you in the rest of the video. So let's get into the presentation that I have prepared on these $5 small size red seal notes, and there are 3 different years that they were produced. So we'll start with the first one, 1928. There's a lot of information on that one, and then there will also be more information about the values and other important things to consider, like the star note values on the 1953 and 1963 editions. But our first is going to be obviously the 1928. There were a lot of these made, and they're pretty common in circulated grades, but that doesn't mean they're worth face value. These are going to be worth about $10 each if they're pretty worn, but the values on them can stretch much higher as you get into the better condition ones. Obviously, there's a lot of room in the middle for middle condition ones, but the ones that are in perfect condition, especially if they're going to be graded, are going to be worth about $200 or even slightly more than that. And there were a lot of series. As you can see here, this is a 1928E note. There were 7 different ones: 1928, 28A, 28B, 28C, 28D, 28E, 28F. And, it's pretty cool that there are so many different series, and that market is also relevant because of how the star note values differ, because some of them have really rare star notes, others are not too rare, but in order from least valuable to most valuable, it's going to be series F, C, B, E, plain, so like just series of 1928 with no letter, and then D and A. So for a breakdown on the condition, in F series, it's going to be about a $50 note, and in really good condition, $300. For a no letter note, you're going to be looking about $100, and it can get up to about $1,000 if it's in pretty good condition. And then the most rare is the 1928A, and that is going to be about a $200 star note in worn condition, and that reaches all the way up to $5,000. So that's a really significant difference from the $300 that a perfect or really good condition 1928F $5 star note would hold. With that being said, the 1953 is our next topic of discussion. There were a lot of these made, and the value is slightly lower than for the 1928. We're talking about $7 to $8, and in better conditions it doesn't go up too much, maybe $15 to $20. I'm sure if you have a really nice example that it'll be a little bit more than that. Star notes are about $12 in circulated condition, and they can range up to about $100 in uncirculated condition. So a little bit more of a range there, but still not a ton of money. You might think that it would be a little bit more. And the series are going to be 1953, 1953A, 1953B, and 1953C, with not a ton of discrimination in terms of their values. And then lastly, we have the very common 1963 red seal $5 bill. There were tons of these made, and the value is about $6 to $7, and in better conditions, $15. Star notes are about $10 circulated, and do not get too much higher as you go along. We're talking about $25 to $30 in an uncirculated condition. So that concludes this presentation. Hope that you learned something, and best of luck finding one of those 1928 Series A star notes, as that would be pretty awesome and a pretty big difference from the F. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and connect with me, whether it's on Instagram at TreasureTownYT, Reddit at rTreasureTownYT, or on my website, treasuretownYT.com. Have a great day, and I hope to see you on some of my other videos.